Welcome. Bravo, and what a treasure trove of talent we have right here in our very own backyard. Thank you so much to Martin Guitar and to Craig Thatcher for making this program possible, and thanks to those of you who at home who answer our call when we ask you for your help donating here at PBS 39 for making programs just like this possible. This is part of new and exciting content that we're trying to bring you, our viewing audience, and it's with your help when you call 1-800-360-0039, then we can make it happen. We have so many wonderful thank you gifts to send you when you call in with your support, starting of course with the DVD of tonight's show, Behind the Guitar. You can see when you break that down into a monthly installment, which you can do at $5 a month, become a sustaining member here at PBS 39. For your $60 donation, we will send you the program that you're watching tonight, Behind the Guitar, and it gets better, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. As well as your choice of a Martin Guitar t-shirt. We have sizes small through XXX, and you'll see some of our special guests who are here in the studio modeling those t-shirts tonight as well. At the $84 level, when you call in with your donation, this is where it starts to get very interesting. We send you the DVD plus a ticket to the Metropolitan Museum of Art's The Instruments of C.F. Martin exhibit. That's going on right now throughout the entire year. And again, that's at the Met, which is in New York City, of course. At the $96 level, I think that we still have some available. Please check with your operator. We have the DVD available. I'm just told that we do have these available, so you will be able to secure these when you call in right now with your $96 donation to PBS 39. We will send you a ticket for a VIP tour of the Martin Guitar Museum and Factory with the one and only Dick Boak as your tour guide. That'll happen either Monday, April 14th at 10 o'clock a.m. We only have 6 of those available. The second available date is Tuesday, May 20th, again at 10 a.m. And again, these are very, very limited. So if this is something you're interested in, call right away. If you're trying to scoop up all 6, do not delay. We need to hear those phones ring at 1-800-360-0039. Now, every single caller who donates $30 or more will be entered into a very special raffle tonight to win a Martin guitar. It has a beautiful PBS 39 inlay on the 12th fret. It's in mother of pearl, and it is absolutely gorgeous. You're looking at it right there. This is a customized prototype HD28, and as I mentioned, it features a hand-cut PBS 39 mother of pearl inlay right there on the 12th fret. You're going to see it as the camera pans up. You'll be able to see that. This unique guitar has a rosewood fingerboard to match the back and sides. Attendees who are here tonight in our viewing audience are actually already entered in that raffle, but for every $30 you pledge, you will receive one raffle. So if you're one of the people pledging at that $60 level for the DVD and t-shirt of tonight, you will be entered for 2 tickets in the raffle. You get the idea. And then you can tune in later this month to Focus, which will air March 28th at 7 p.m. to find out the winner of this amazing guitar, which by the way would retail for more than $3,000. So it's yours at a chance for only $30. A great way to take advantage of this amazing opportunity tonight. But of course, I think I may have saved the very, very best for last. We have a very special opportunity right now. We are auctioning off a private concert with Craig Thatcher. You can call and bid right now, and he will play at your home or your private residence. It's a 75-minute performance, any location within the Lehigh Valley, and of course you do have to work with Craig to get that date settled and locked down, but we do urge that if you're a serious bidder, we want you to call right away and call with a high bid, because this will end, the bidding will end at the end of the show tonight. This is, I believe, a $2,000 value, and we are asking for your support as we auction this off tonight. And now I want to send it over to Dave Klein, who has 2 very, very special guests right here in the PBS 39 studio.
Thank you, Laura. I'd like to introduce you all, our studio audience, and all of you watching at home, to special guests in our studio this evening. Give a nice round of applause, please, and you at home too, Craig Thatcher and Dick Boak. Woo!
Thank you.
You're welcome. And as Laura was saying, we have amazing opportunities for you tonight. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime show. I've had the privilege of doing a lot of shows for PBS 39 and coming into your living rooms and homes and so forth for many, many years. I don't think we've ever done a show this unique with the kinds of opportunities you have to bid on right now. So let's get those phones ringing early. Call to action. PBS 39 is one of the last great democracies. Why is that? It's because when you call the telephone number, you are voting. You're voting to say, yes, we love this kind of programming. Yes, we love the mission of PBS 39. And yes, we really love Martin Guitars and Craig Thatcher and Dick Boak, and we want to find out more, and we want to have these things as a part of our lives. So Craig, let's go to you first. You're going to auction yourself out for a concert in somebody's home. That's awesome.
Yes,
dude.
we will do that. As a matter of fact, Nike is going to join me. So Nike Van Wyck and I will go out as a duo. I spoke to him earlier. I said, hey, I didn't tell you about this, but is it all right if I include you? So he was fine with it. So we'll come as a package.
Well, so, you know, a lot of times on PBS 39, what's really popular with our viewers, our family of viewers, is the concept of a meet and greet. So we'll have a concert, maybe it's Celtic Thunder, but you know, whoever the band is, and then a lot of times we get to go meet them before the concert. And they'll say hello and shake hands, and we'll get a picture taken. Craig is going to come to your home. That's amazing. Will you let them take pictures with you and them?
Absolutely. I might not leave, depending on
if the food's good.
Yeah, the food's good.
And the wine holds out, whatever. I got you. Okay, fantastic. So that's one of the things we want you to call on right now and pledge for. There's a really, really great opportunity. And the other thing is our good friend, Mr. Dick Boak. Dick has such a pedigree in music and with Martin Guitar. His story is fascinating. I could go on and on about it. Let me just tell you that this guy has worked with every musician, and guitarist especially, who's well known on the planet, really. Through the years, he's developed a line of custom instruments at Martin Guitar for signature series artists, and it's just incredible. One of the things we're going to be doing, I'll get to the guitar in a minute, is you're going to have an opportunity to bid on one of 2 tours of the Martin Guitar Factory and the museum with Dick Boak. Now, I can tell you I've been on that tour at least 2 times, once with Dick personally and once just as a regular tourist kind of guy. The time I went as a tourist kind of guy, it was great. It was fabulous. It was interesting. It's mind-blowing. It's eye-opening. It's like, wow, this is history being made before my very eyes. But when you go with Dick, if you're lucky, maybe Dick will take you to some of the places where you can go back and see some of the woods. And you have an archive of the most amazing documents. And best of all, Dick has a key to the cases where he can open up the guitar that belong to some pretty amazing. Tell us about, there's the key.
Well,
Tell us about some of the guitars they'll see on the tour.
Well, the guitars in the museum are priceless, and I do have the key, and I often take them out and let people play them. Some of the greatest musicians of our time have played these instruments, and they get lonely in the cases.
They get lonely in the cases.
That's right.
Is it true that instruments need to be played and loved so that they stay viable?
Absolutely.
The guitar especially?
Absolutely.
So name drop for us a little bit.
Well, you know, I've worked with Eric Clapton and Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson and Joan Baez and Crosby, Stills and Nash and Tom Petty and Craig Thatcher, Mark Knopfler and Dave Klein.
Yeah, there you go.
And 100 more. And it's a great honor to put guitars into the hands of people that really can make them sing.
And love them and appreciate them. Folks, these are certainly the finest guitars in the world being manufactured right here in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Folks seek these guitars out from all around the planet. Anybody that's serious about playing guitar, whether they're a great picker like Craig who can play fingerstyle with a flat pick, I mean, the guy just plays, you know what I mean? Or you're just a strummer like me that likes to keep good chunky rhythm in a bluegrass band and where it's really important to have that rhythm. The Martin guitar is the all-around perfect choice. And to see the woods that they select, to see the craftspeople, the luthiers up at that factory, I always feel sorry for the guys that do the inlay because it's like, that's a lot of work, you know? And we have something special. So let me move on to the next thing to get the phones ringing. We have a one-of-a-kind Martin HD 28 acoustic guitar. Again, one of the finest instruments in the Martin line and one that's used universally with bluegrass and folk and acoustic musicians and rock and roll musicians. For example, you could see Paul McCartney stand up in front of a stadium crowd of maybe 30, 40,000 people, and he has the whole band, and then at one point in his show, he'll just stop, he'll get the Martin guitar out, an HD 28, and he'll play it. Just Sir Paul and his Martin guitar, and it's totally captivating and it fills the room with sound. And we have a guitar that's one of a kind that you can bid on right now. And Dick, tell us why it's one of a kind, please.
Well, this is a herringbone 28 with scallop bracing. You know, it's all about tone, really. Guitar, you say, well, it's just a guitar. Martin guitars are about tone, and that's why people choose them. This guitar has a rosewood fingerboard and bridge, which is unique. They match the back and sides. beautiful little PBS label, and of course the PBS inlay in mother of pearl.
Let's hold that steady this way so
Oh,
we
yes.
can get it on camera.
There we go.
And this is what makes this guitar unique as a collector's item. This is what makes this one of a kind. I don't think you've ever made one of these before.
I don't think we have.
And, you know, probably not going to make one of these again, at least this way.
It's all hand cut with a jeweler's saw. This same model was played by John Lennon and Paul McCartney when they went to India and wrote 42 songs that became the White Album, Abbey Road and Let It Be. Hank Williams, Elvis Presley, Neil Young, Crosby, Stills and Nash, just about anybody you can think of. Even Jimi Hendrix played a dreadnought and wrote all of his songs in his hotel room and then came out and played electric.
So this is what you're bidding on. One of the world's finest acoustic guitars, and this one to show your support of PBS 39. So it doesn't get any better than that, folks. So let's get those phones ringing, and Laura's going to tell you more.
So if you have always dreamed of owning a Martin guitar, again, this can be yours for a $30 donation to PBS 39. That's how you get your name in this raffle, people. So you are looking at a $3,000 plus guitar, $30 donation. You do the math, people. This is a great opportunity to say thank you to PBS 39. We love your programming. What a great way to get, you know, something back for giving. We also want to mention thank you to our sponsors tonight. We have a financial sponsor and our volunteers answering the phones tonight from Wells Fargo. So thank you to Wells Fargo, as well as the folks from Buca di Beppo who fed us prior to tonight's taping. So thank you to our sponsors. And again, I do want to go back and talk a little bit more about that amazing auction opportunity that we have tonight. When you call in with your bid for a private performance with Craig Thatcher, you'll be entered, you know, if say for example, the winning bid is $900 for this performance. Again, 30, that's going to make the equivalent of 30 raffle tickets entered into the drawing for the guitar. So this is a great opportunity to really maximize your donation in PBS 39. So we want to thank those of you who are making our phones ring, and if you are a serious bidder, again, for this auction with Craig Thatcher, we urge you to call now and reserve a spot. At the end of the night, things could be heating up very, very quickly, and we want to make sure that we reserve a phone line just for you. Again, we have the DVDs to send you as thank you gifts, as well as everything else. What a wonderful performance and a true treat to have Craig Thatcher and Dick Boak right here in the studio with us. Great ways to say thank you when you call in with your pledge of support to PBS 39, and we'll let you guys start out. Every caller who pledges $30 or more gets a raffle ticket entered to win this beautiful guitar. Dick, do you want to tell us just a little bit about this guitar?
Well, it's a Martin Dreadnought. It's a herringbone. Martins are famous for herringbone D28s that were played by virtually everybody. We were just talking about Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits, who plays one of these. Doc Watson played one. Jerry Garcia. Of course, Elvis, the king of rock and roll. Hank Williams, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. The Beatles, John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Even Ringo played one.
So do you want your names among those amazing, amazing performers? I mean, these are people who are going down in history as some of the greatest performers of all time, and they played on a guitar very similar to this.
You don't have to be famous to own a Martin guitar.
Absolutely.
And owning a great guitar helps your playing too.
And so again, every caller at $30 or more will have their name entered into a raffle, and the best part is the more you pledge, the more chances you have to win. So when you pledge at $60, you're going to get 2 raffle tickets, $90, 3 taffle tickets. Taffle tickets, guys.
Taffle
You guys get
tickets.
taffle tickets. That's
So
a new thing.
If you
That's
donate
a new thing.
$3 million,
You're going to make me do that math?
thousands of
Yes, thousands. We'll figure it out and make sure we get it right before we pull that. And again, we'll announce the winner of this guitar March 28th at 7 o'clock at Focus on right here on PBS 39. We also have another amazing, again, we are talking about once-in-a-lifetime opportunities here on PBS 39. You have an opportunity for a private performance with Craig Thatcher. The high bid right now is $1,600, so that's the bid to beat. And if you are a serious bidder, call now, talk to the operator. We will have one more opportunity in the night before we close out bids and announce the winner. And so you'll want to talk to your operator right now. Craig, what's it like when you actually have this kind of small performance?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's an intimate performance. It's so enjoyable, not only for the folks listening, but for the performer as well. So it's works both ways. But I've asked Nike to join me on this, my musical partner, Nike Van Wyck. So that ought to help us get that money up, because everybody loves Nike.
And it's a great opportunity to have a private performance with a Martin Guitar ambassador.
I am so proud and so honored about the fact that I am a Martin ambassador. Martin Guitars, known throughout the world, made right here in Nazareth, Pennsylvania.
And this is the hardest working musician in the Lehigh Valley, and the best.
And Craig, as we watch behind the guitar, I mean, you look so natural up on this stage. You look like you've been hosting this show your whole life.
Well, Dick and I have been out at Jorma's Fur Piece Ranch. We've been in California with him, different places, and we sit around and talk. It's like we're sitting around talking, and of course, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I like to keep my mouth shut and just listen, because the stories coming from these guys, and to have Jack join them, oh my gosh, that was just icing on the cake.
And in some ways, it must have been nearly impossible to break it down into an hour-long program.
Well, it was. They were going, cut, but we kept going, you know. We didn't want to stop.
You know,
they didn't want to stop.
Jorma called me last week and wanted to know all about when the show was going to air. He's so excited to be on PBS 39.
And so it's with your support that we're able to make this possible. So how can you get your hands on this DVD? Well, we're going to head over to Dave to learn a little bit more.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Dick Boak from Martin Guitar. And thank you, folks. The phones have been ringing. We'd like the phones to ring more. I'm kind of resting now at this point in the show on this beautiful Martin Guitar case. A quick word about this. The guitar that you have a chance to win in a raffle, the one-of-a-kind Martin HD 28 that Dick's been describing to you, comes with this case, this super case. Now, a lot of guitars come with sort of a cracky, maybe a little bit of a junky case. The Martin Guitar is known for these world-class cases, you know. You're not getting through there easy. And so that comes with the guitar. So keep on pledging and look at that beautiful instrument. It looks gorgeous in the camera work right there. You see the grain of the wood and so forth. But what I'm really here to tell you during this portion of my opportunity to speak with you is, this is the partnership. This is Martin Guitar. This is PBS 39. This is Craig Thatcher giving of himself so that you and so that I can enjoy PBS 39. I'm here as a volunteer, just as Craig is volunteering as a Martin ambassador to come into your home, and the pledge is up to $1,600. That pledge could be around $2,000, so we need the phones to ring now. The phones to ring with you giving us your vote, your endorsement, your communication with us that says, yes, I love PBS 39. I love the mission of PBS 39. I love the fact that you bring these kinds of unique opportunities. A custom Martin guitar, one of a kind in the whole world, out of all the guitars, only here at PBS 39 for you, our family. You need to let us know that you love this kind of a thing, and we want to hear from you. We want those phones to continue ringing, because without you, we simply can't do this. The quality of the programming, if you enjoy this show, this is the kind of program we put the resources into. Check it out. For $60, you can get the Behind the Guitar DVD of the show you're seeing right now. Unique, custom, locally produced show. You get also the great t-shirt that the guys have been modeling here. Small through 3XL. I think these guys have probably mediums on, I'm going to guess. Anyway, you get to have that great Martin guitar. But the best thing you get is you get to know that from here on in, because of your support, PBS 39 is going to be able to continue with its mission. I'm going to tell you, commercial television doesn't take risks on programs like this, in the sense that, we don't want to invest the money, we don't have the time, we have a format, some consultant told us what to do, and we're only going to do that. This is our broadcast day, and so here's the Three Stooges again, or whatever they're showing. You know, the bottom line is, when you're right here at PBS 39, you're voting with your pledges, you're showing your support, you're empowering PBS 39 to support fabulous artists like Craig Thatcher and fabulous manufacturers in the local economy like Martin Guitar, based in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. For $84, you can get a DVD and one ticket. That's the Early American Guitars, the Instruments of C.F. Martin exhibit, January 14th through December 7th, at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Now, I have friends that are, you know, really into classical music, that not so much into guitar. I love all kinds of music, but especially guitar music. And so I've been chatting with them, and they've been saying, Dave, did you know that there's a guitar exhibit at the Met? And I said, yeah, I know there's a guitar exhibit at the Met. Absolutely, I know that. And they're saying to me, well, these are like works of art. I said, yeah. And guess what? I happen to know a guy that's created a lot of those works of art. Mr. Dick Boak and the whole team at Martin Guitar. I happen to know that Martin Guitar right here innovated the whole style of the scallop bracing for the guitar. This was like a landmark thing for guitars as far as I'm concerned, because it enabled the top to move and vibrate a little bit more, give a richer, fuller tone, and that's why bluegrass bands from here and around the world, and folk bands and single musicians and recording artists use Martin guitars, because they are unique. They're one of a kind. They're the best in the world. You can enter to win our one of a kind PBS 39 branded Martin guitar. We've had it here for you all night long. This is it. Tonight's the night. This show, when it's over, it's all done here. So make sure that you get in here. For every $30 pledge, your name will be entered into the drawing. And don't forget, as I said earlier, the guitar comes with the hard shell case, the beautiful Martin hard shell case, which also, in my opinion, is a world-class case, and you just don't get that kind of case from any manufacturer. So keep pledging, enter to win the one-of-a-kind PBS branded Martin guitar. Another thing, the tour with Dick Boak, all right? That is really a great opportunity to get in on, because Dick, as I said earlier in the show, he gives a great tour. I've been on the tour with Dick and without Dick, and they do a great job of informing the public. One of the things that's really neat about going on tour with Dick is he opened up the case one time and he was telling me about a custom-made Martin guitar that was a unique guitar for an anniversary, and the guitar was valued, appraised at over $1 million. And Dick put that guitar in my hand and let me play it. Don't know what he's going to do when you're on tour with him, but I'll bet it's something special. Let's go back to Laura now.
Thanks so much, Dave. You know, this is the kind of program that, yes, we made it locally. It's made right here in the Lehigh Valley of Pennsylvania, but it has national appeal and international appeal, because Martin guitars go all over the world, don't they?
Absolutely. Hey, I want to say, if people bid on the tour with me, I'll buy them lunch.
Whoa.
How about that?
Heard it here.
Where can I bid?
No lobster tails, though. But we have a great place to eat right across the street from Martin Guitar, and I'll take the group out to lunch.
And so, again, a very limited VIP experience. Yours at the $84 pledge level. You can customize that tour. We have a very limited number of tickets. So talk to your operator and make sure that you get the right amount of tickets available. We also want to mention the raffle coming up. This is that beautiful guitar that Dave keeps mentioning. It is absolutely gorgeous, and for every $30 you donate to PBS 39, your name will be entered into the raffle. And, you know, as we said, you know, if somebody out there wants to donate that $3 million, we'll make sure that they get that raffle. Yep, and we will also solve all of our budget woes here at PBS 39 for many years to come. Now, this program is getting support from all over our viewing audience. We have Michael from Middletown, Delaware calling, Al called from Bangor, Rita called from Tannersville, Joan from Irwina, and we have so many people to thank from all across our viewing area. I mean, you guys play, Craig, do you play all over the area in this?
Yeah, I play all over the world now,
right.
Which is really, you know, thanks again due to Martin Guitars. But sure, we in the band, we play 3 or 4 state area, so it's wonderful to be here.
He has a band by himself. He's got the duo with Nike. He's got trios and quartets. He's got the full blues band. He
Whatever
does
you can do.
the Clapton show and the Hendrix show and the Rolling Stone show. He can do anything. And he's very well known all over.
And so when we go behind the guitar and we're able to make performances like this, I mean, Craig is always able to bring this amazing experience to the stage, but we need to learn more from Dave Klein right now. So we're with Dave right now.
Hello, Lisa. This is Lisa, our friend Lisa from Wells Fargo. She and her staff are here tonight volunteering. As I said, it's a partnership. Lisa, please tell us your last name so I get it right, because it's a beautiful last name.
Oh, thank you. It's Lisa Maxisak, Dave.
Okay, I love it. Maxisak. I got it right? Okay, fantastic. Lisa, tell us what's new at Wells Fargo, please.
Oh my gosh, there is so much going on at Wells Fargo. We're really excited to welcome our clients into our stores. We have a great opportunity to work through retirement planning with all of our clients, whether you're 1 year from retirement or 10 years from retirement. Wells Fargo offers a unique retirement plan for all of our clients.
Well, that's fantastic, and we appreciate the support of your staff. They've been answering a lot of phone calls tonight. The bidding's up there. You got a beautiful smile on your face. You're the perfect person and your team to help us here at PBS 39. Thanks very much, Lisa.
We're so happy to be here.
All right, thanks you folks. Wells Fargo, appreciate it. A little round of applause at home. All you folks sitting in your chairs, a little round of applause for Lisa and her team. All right. All right, we're going to wrap up this segment now. Don't forget to bid on these items. We've got great items for you here from Martin Guitar and Craig Thatcher. We'll be back.